So let's have a little chat, shall we? I've been doing a lot of meditation, a lot of breathing exercises. Well, not a lot, but enough. I found, I was scrolling through and I found this breathing technique that this, master yogi was teaching, in order to boost your immunity. And what I did was I simplified it. And I absolutely feel the difference. I feel more energetic. I feel more alert. I feel, just more, I feel better in general. I was feeling fine, you know, um, before I did it, but this enhances your energy and your immunity, you know. So I just wanted to say that, really tap into doing your breathing, a lot of breathing, because a lot of people are panicking right now. And, rightfully so, because every article you read, everything that you hear, everything that you see, it's promoting panic and fear mongering. And that's what I really wanted to talk about. Um, what I have done, I had to think about it for a minute. What I have done to deal with this, panic and all of this fear mongering and stuff like that, what I have done it might seem to some it may be a little unorthodox, but I have found that when you face the fear, when you read the fear, when you face it, then it doesn't have the same effect on you. This is what I'm talking about. And this is where it comes in. This is where it comes where it may seem to be a little bit more unorthodox when dealing with fear and stuff like that, or not, maybe. Because what's the old saying? In order to deal with your fears, you have to face them. You have to face them. Because if you don't face them, they will deal with you. So we're talking about this pandemic, the so called pandemic that's going on here in the United States in particular. And I made a video yesterday about it, but I've decided not to post that video, or at least not in its entirety, because there were things I said in that video that I don't think the world is ready to hear. Okay, and I'm not going to say what I know. I'm not going to say what I know. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to put that out there. I'm going to leave that alone. What I have been doing, in addition to, doing my meditation and my breathing and shit like that, and just understanding my energy and what's going on, what I have been doing, in conjunction with that, is I've been doing a lot of, reading. And what I've been doing is I've been going to every website that has the most dismal, that has the most depressing, and the most grim reports about the pandemic, about this pandemic we call the coronavirus. Okay? I've been reading every report, every grim report, every outcome. I've been reading them. The good ones, the bad ones, the ones in between, and the ones that are the most horrible outcomes. And the reason I'm doing that is because, and I know some people will say, well, see, Grant, you're crazy. No. The reason I'm reading that is because I'm facing my fears. Because no matter how spiritual you are, we are still having a fucking human experience, myself included. And anything that is happening in this matrix, although we're in the matrix, we're not of it, we're still having a physical human experience. So anybody that claims they're not having any type of drawback from this, then I salute you. I salute you. But for those of us who are having any type of drawbacks from this in any way, I would encourage you to read the grimmest reports, to read the scary reports that scare you, because the only way you're going to be able to deal with this reality, or rather this shift that's taking place, this is a shift. This is a major shift into a higher vibration. And this is especially an opportunity for black people to really get back on the motherfucking ball. And that's all I'm going to say on that. This is an excellent opportunity for black people to start doing some real motherfucking soul searching, some real inner work. I'm not talking about no love and light stuff. I'm talking about doing some real inner dark work. Doing some real inner dark work within yourself. Ciphering through the dark in the darkest places to pull out anything that is hindering you. See, you got to deal with the dark in order for you to deal with the light. So this is a very good opportunity for black people to start manifesting and doing the things that they want to do. But you got to go into the dark first. You can't go into the love and light. That's secondary. You got to go into the dark first. And then you can deal with the love and the light. If you choose to. If you so be choose, or whatever you want to call it. But face your fears. And that's what I've been doing, and that's what's been keeping me grounded, because see, the goal of all of these articles and all of these, online what do they call them? Online media sites and all that. They want to promote fear and what's the word? Pandemonium? Not pandemonium. Hysteria. That's the word I'm looking for. Hysteria. They want to promote fear and hysteria. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're promoting fear and hysteria. That's not saying that people shouldn't be concerned or people shouldn't take precautions. I'm not saying that. You do what you gotta fucking do. But at the end of the day, these people are getting a good motherfucking feeding off of our motherfucking energy. But what I have been doing is I said, I said, maybe if I read every negative, grim article, so then when shit starts to unfold, it won't be a motherfucking shock to my motherfucking energy. See, you have to face your fears in order to defeat them and to balance them out. Because when you live in this motherfucking reality, there are going to be issues. There are going to be times that your human side is going to kick in. That's just the way the cookie fucking crumbles. Okay? So face your fears. Read those articles. I know a lot of people are saying people shouldn't read the articles all the time. Read them. If you're a spiritual person, read them. Read them. Take all of that in. Take all of that in. Face your fears, because it's not about you believing what the articles say. Let me be clear about that. It's not about you believing what the articles say word for word. It's about you facing your fears. And if this is something that is causing you great fear and great panic and great depression and anxiety, then you need to read it. You need to read it and you need to face it. Because that's the only way you're going to find any peace if that's what you're looking for. That's the only way you're going to find it. By facing it. Not believing it, but by facing it. Something came to me yesterday. I was thinking about the movie Ghostbusters, the first one that came out in 1984, 36 years ago. In the scene when the city of New York was being infected with spirits and pestilent type of spirits, I was standing in my living room yesterday and I was meditating, and that came to me. And then let's go back to American Horror Story season 9 that just finished back in November. The title was American Horror Story 1984. When you break down 1984 and you break it down to the single digit, it comes out to the vibration or to the single number 4. So right now, once again, we're up under that vibration of the number 4. We're up under that vibration right now. 2020. 20 plus 20 equals 40. 4 plus 0 is 4. We're up under the vibration of the number 4. That lays the foundation. So back in 1984, when the original Ghostbusters came out, there was a scene where the entire city of New York was being infected by parasites, parasite types of spirits. The entire city. At least that was the storyline. But what they were really showing people, or predicting, well, not predicting really, they were showing people what was going to happen. See, the powers that be, they already know what they want to happen. That's already predestined. They plan shit like this. Okay? Or they plan for it. That's why there have been so many different movies that have been coming out about pandemics and shit like that. I've been seeing so many of them that came out in the past about about what we're going through now. But in New York, you notice that New York is being hit hard, and they're calling it the epicenter for this coronavirus. Go back and look at Ghostbusters, the first one. Pay attention to the scene where the city of New York is being infected by all of those pestilent spirits. That's a subliminal message right there showing you what we're going through now in 2020, up under the vibration of the number 4, and go back to 1984, which was up under the same vibration when the movie Ghostbusters came out. They were showing you right there that New York was going to be hit hard by this coronavirus in that scene. You know, oftentimes, I just wanted to say that first, and I'm going to go into what I want to talk about, another topic now. Oftentimes, it's along the same lines, but I want to, switch gears for 1 minute. I said all that to say this. Oftentimes, when we're doing spiritual work for wealth, how many of us are including spiritual wealth? See, when I do spiritual, when I do work for myself for wealth or riches, I'm not necessarily doing it for monetary stuff. That just comes automatically if you know what the fuck you're doing like I do. That comes automatically. And don't hit me up for no motherfucking work or nothing like that. Not doing that for nobody. I do that for myself. I don't do spiritual work for people because I did work for one person one time. It was a female, and I will never do that motherfucking shit again. Never again. Because once she got what she wanted, she didn't want it no motherfucking more. I did work for this person, got her a man, opened up the pathway to get her a man. I unblocked whatever was blocking her from getting a man, got her out of a bad relationship. She's in a relationship with a man now who is an heir to a motherfucking mini fortune. And she's living in a mansion, but she's not happy now. And it's not because the man is doing anything to her. It's just that it's her. And she's not a bad person or anything like that. But I will never do spiritual work for people anymore because once people get what they want, then they don't want it. I will never waste my time doing spiritual work for anybody anymore in that regards, unless they paying me motherfucking $5,000 or $6,000 to do it. And that's real motherfucking talk. But when people think about wealth and riches, they oftentimes don't think about their health. See, when you're doing wealth work, or let's just say that, let's say wealth work or prosperity work, your health and your immunity and your well-being and tapping into higher vibrations or higher energies, that is part of your wealth and your prosperity as well. Because see, right now, having money, paper, don't really fucking matter right now, because you can't even go into the store to find, the basic needs that we all need. We need toilet paper, we need a bleach, we need soap to wash our asses, but they got plenty of goddamn soap in the motherfucking store to wash your ass. I find that motherfucking interesting. Y'all motherfuckers buying up all the goddamn fucking toilet paper and towel paper and Lysol, but you ain't buying the body soap. Oh, nasty motherfuckers. And I'm talking about all you motherfuckers across the damn country. Hoarding toilet paper, hoarding motherfucking Lysol, but you ain't buying no motherfucking Caress and Dove soap. Bitch, get out of here, child. Get out of here. Nasty asses. But you ain't buying no soap because you ain't washing your ass. I find that interesting, but that's another fucking story. But oftentimes people don't think about their health, because when you do prosperity work or any work dealing with wealth and riches, your health is really your wealth, especially in times like this. See, I've been preparing for this spiritually for a long time. I've been preparing for this. All of those spiritual work that I've done has led me up to this point. That's why I'm not sick. That's why when I go out, I do wear gloves when I go out, I do wear gloves, but I don't wear no mask or anything like that, because I don't even get the flu. I don't even get the flu. I rarely get a cold. I don't get no stomach viruses. I don't get any of that shit, And one of the reasons that I don't get them is because I'm operating on a higher vibration. When you're on a higher vibration, you're not susceptible to a lot of those illnesses. You're not susceptible to a lot of those illnesses when you're operating on a higher vibration. It doesn't mean that you won't get sick at some point or sometimes. It just means that if it does happen, it won't be very intense. You feel what I'm saying? It won't be, deadly. So I've been doing, and let me be clear, I'm not bragging saying that can't nothing happen to me. I'm not saying that. Let me be clear about that. I'm a human being too. I'm having a human experience too. But what I'm saying is some of the work that I did for myself, that really helped to boost my immunity. And a lot of it starts right here in your fucking mind. It starts right here in your mind. So anyway, I just wanted to come through and I just wanted to drop these little gold nuggets. Maybe somebody will get something out of them, in this time of panic and fear and all that stuff. And let me just say this too. This shit is going to pass. This shit is going to pass. It may not go easily, but this shit is going to pass. And as a matter of fact, I already feel that it's subsiding in some ways. This shit will pass, But anyway, that's all I really have to say. Thanks for watching.